Good morning and good evening, everyone, and welcome to Rain Girl TV. I'm Kimberly Williams, and I'm honored to have you with us today. In a world where headlines change by the minute and global events shape our daily lives, we're here to bring you the stories that matter the most. From the latest developments in politics and government to major world events, economic shifts, international affairs, and the issues impacting communities across the nation and around the globe, we've got you covered. Tonight, we'll break down the facts, examine the headlines, and explore the stories behind the news with clarity, insight, and perspective. Whether it's decisions being made in Washington, conflicts and diplomacy overseas, or the events shaping our future, Rain Girl TV is your destination for informed discussion and meaningful conversations. I'm Kimberly Williams, and this is Rain Girl TV, where news meets understanding and every story has a voice. Welcome back to the interview. My name is Kimberly Williams, host. Today I have Selina Carter, who's running for District 7, and she's going to tell us a little bit about who she is. Selina, welcome to the interview. How are you today?
Thank you. I'm doing fine. And yourself?
I'm doing really good. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Who you are.
Okay. I'm Selina Carter, mother of 3 incredible, wonderful young women, as well as, I should also say, a young man, 2 girls and 1 boy. And I was a political science major at Bethune-Cookman College and Tennessee State University. So therefore, under my belt, I have a lot of knowledge when it comes to running for a political office. And I just enjoy meeting the people and looking at different legislative plans and just, learning about everyone.
Okay, great. Political
Science? Yes.
Wow. So you're a smart cookie.
Try to be.
So were you born here in Florida?
Yes. I was born in Orlando, and I lived here for 12 years, and then we moved to Hartford, Connecticut, where I finished middle and high school up there.
Okay.
Yes.
So what made you decide to run for District 7?
Well, I've lived in the Pine Hills area for about 30 some odd years, and I would see a lot of things going on that I was really dissatisfied with. And when the opening came through for the redistricting, I felt as though that was my chance to go ahead and, sign up to run for District 7.
Okay, that's wonderful. What do you believe is the biggest challenge facing Orlando residents today?
I believe one of the main challenges is homelessness, as well as affordability. People really can't pay mortgages anymore, nor rent. As we know, the rent here in Orlando is just high. So those are some of the main points that I really try to touch on in my campaign.
Okay.
Yes.
So as you've been getting out with the constituents, what have you been hearing the most that people desire and want to see change?
Rent, the affordability. People are tired of running from paycheck to paycheck. People are tired of chasing paycheck to paycheck, and they just want to be able to have a little extra cash where they can take a movie or take the kids somewhere to eat, a nice dinner or lunch or something. But you have to have shelter to survive. And if you don't have the necessary means coming in, you will not survive. So affordability of living is very important.
I agree 100%.
Yes.
And we're in a very stressful time right now, election time. People tend to decide not to go out and vote, and people get worried. So in terms of some of those voters that's thinking about not going out to vote, can you let them know and express how important it is to get out and vote August 18th?
Yes, it is so important to vote because I think about the 1920 Ocoee Massacre. If anyone isn't familiar with that, go and look it up, where individuals were basically hung and killed because they wanted to vote the presidential election and they couldn't. So our vote matters and it counts. So I encourage everyone to get out and vote. Your vote does matter.
Mm-hmm. How do you expect to plan to build trust and implement homelessness in your community? Because we know that homelessness is an issue surrounding Orlando.
Yes.
So how do you plan to tackle that in District 7?
Well, basically, looking at all the homelessness that's going around, we need to implement a little bit more into our already structured plans. We need to try to maneuver and really get to the heart of why a lot of the individuals are homeless, excuse me. So we will have to start with planning a little bit more in depth. So once we start planning, then we plant that seed and we have to watch it grow. And we would go from there on how we would deal and implement different programs.
And how do you plan to build the trust?
First of all, we would need to get with the individual one-on-one. And we need to sit down and have a heart-to-heart conversation to find out, how did you get here? Why did you get here? So these are questions that have to be asked, because if you don't know, you can't solve the problems. So we have to start with the individual.
What do you think the top 3 things are that's facing District 7, like people that live in the district? What are some of the top 3 things that's struggling, like struggles and you know, issues? The top 3 things.
Number one, I have to go back to affordability. People can't afford to pay their rent, so you're seeing a lot of for rent signs. You're seeing a lot of homes now. They can't afford their mortgages. A lot of people are losing jobs. So those are some of the main topics that I keep looking at, as well as transportation. Without transportation, you can't do anything. As we know, the link system here runs maybe an hour to 30 minutes, and a lot of people have to be to work at a certain time. So we need to implement a little bit more tighter schedule, add more bus routes to some of these places so people can get there on time. So basically, it is the affordability of life. Also looking into the community to see what the seniors and young people, what we can do to help elevate, as well as just dealing with the affordability crisis.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. I
You're
know
welcome.
that this is hurricane season.
Yes.
And flooding has been an issue.
Yes.
And I haven't heard anyone talk about the flooding issue in that area. Can you tell us a little bit about what happens during hurricane season?
Okay, as you stated, we're in hurricane season now, and it ends in November. So there was one area that basically had a lot of flooding, which is the Ola Vista area. And that area basically would just be shut down. The residents basically would have water up to their knees, if not a little higher. Yes. So I do know that there was a plan to start getting a lot of reconstruction done within that area, and it was done. But as of now, we just have to sit and wait and see how things are going to progress. But basically, from my understanding, everything was completed under Mayor Dennis with the project with Ola Vista. Yes.
Can you remember like the last time it flooded in that area?
A few years ago, yes.
So probably like during the last hurricane was when you guys.
Yes, when it really flooded. Yes.
Because I know a couple of weeks ago it rained here, and it was a really big downpour.
Yes.
And even off of Colonial Drive, areas that I don't think they normally see flood in that area the way it did.
Yes.
But I think it was raining for maybe less than 10 to 15 minutes, and before you knew it, there were streets that was just underwater.
Yes. Unfortunately, you know, all of the problems can't solve in one day, be solved in one day. But as long as we're working on a solution and trying to find the answer, that's all we can do.
Yeah, you know, the reason why I bring that up is because, you know, these are conversations that a lot of people should consider when they're talking to other constituents or they're talking to their neighbors. You know, you definitely want to vote for someone that you know is going to be engaged with these food issues where people don't have enough food, the shelter, And also, you know, speaking of the flooding in the area.
Yes.
So these are, I mean, we're going to get into transportation because transportation seemed like this election season has been a big issue.
Yes.
With the, how do you plan to work with the other city commissioners and the mayors and everything to implement some transportation structures here?
Yes. Well, I have been attending some of the transportation meetings. I haven't been going to all because I'm very transparent and I call things as they are. But as far as the transportation system, we need to try to get more buses routed within the Pine Hills area. We need to hire more bus drivers, and we do need to add, a whole lot more buses. So if we can work on implementing those plans, I think everything will work out. I won't say I think, I know it will work out.
What is some of the things that you disagree within your own political party? Some things that you would like to, that you disagree on?
I disagree with everyone using the word what I can do. It's not about what I can do, it's about what we can do because we are the community. We work for the people don't work for us. So if that's one message I can get across, I never use I always say we.
So what are some of the events you got coming up that some of our constituents, if you're watching in District 7 and you would like to participate in some canvassing areas, what are some of the events that's coming up?
Thank you. Coming up this Friday at 10 to 1, we will be having a food giveaway.
Oh, wow.
And that is on the corner of Belco as well as Pine Hills Road at the Amoco station. And also the first 3 people will get a gas card. So anyone that's in line, the first 3 will get a $20 gas card.
I need gas. Maybe I should show up so I can get some gas.
So if anybody's out there, make sure you're there from 10 to 1.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, that's like really great that you're participating in your community like that.
Thank you.
And you're willing to give.
Thank you.
And you're not, I know you. So you're not giving because you want to get votes. You're giving because this is just the person who you are.
Exactly. Thank you.
So, so tell me something. I know you have 3 children.
Yes.
What are their ages?
Okay. I have a son, believe it or not, that's 41.
No way.
Yes. I have a daughter that is 36.
You look good, girl.
And I have a daughter that's 26. Yes. Yes.
I would never imagine you had a son that's 41 because you look so amazing.
Well, thank you.
And
so do you.
Thank you. I've been out on the campaign trail. I've been just working for the constituents. I haven't been working for a particular party, so I'll be clear to say that. Yes. But it's been hot. Yes. It's been really, really hot. And walking around Orlando on a 90-day degree canvassing for our community means a lot to me. Yes. And when you knock on someone's door and they answer and you're able to tell them to get out and vote means a bunch. Yes. Because people are feeling extremely exhausted with the political season. They're feeling like they don't want to come out and vote. So what is some of the things while you're on the canvas trail? Okay. What are some of the things that you're telling the constituents when they open their doors?
The first thing I tell them is my name. Remember Selina Carter. That's the first thing I tell them. And the second thing that I tell them is that I'm for community. I'm about compassion and I'm about commitment. So I use the 3 C's because they are so easily targeted on, well, what are you going to do for me? This is what I'm going to do for the community. I'm compassionate about your life, about the affordability crisis. I'm committed to work on, the buses, the transportation. So therefore, when they hear these things and they hear that, hey, she's sincere about what she's saying, people listen. And some people are like, I'm not going to vote. After I give them my little spiel about Okoye and you have to vote, they're like, okay. who do I get in contact with to make sure?
Mm-hmm.
I say the supervisor of elections.
Mm-hmm.
Give them a call.
Wow, yeah. I
Yes.
mean, people are
Yes.
just feeling very discouraged.
Yes.
So if you're able to, you know, talk to them in that way and let them know, hey,
Yes.
this is when you need to come out and vote August 18th.
Yes.
And you need to come out and vote for Selina Carter,
Yes.
District 7.
Yes.
And you're able to also talk to them about maybe if they bring up an issue that's going on in their home or their personal life, maybe you can encourage them that way.
Yes.
So, you know, that's why I'm bringing up the fact of canvassing because,
Yes.
like I said, I'm not out there canvassing for any political candidate at the time,
Right.
but I know that when people open their door, they're just going through
Yes.
a lot of
Yes.
pain,
Exactly.
some sorrow for different,
Yes.
you know, things.
Yes.
People
Yes.
losing loved ones to sickness.
Yes. Exactly.
And then we also have an issue going on with the health.
Yes.
People lost a lot of their insurance, like medical
Yes.
insurance. So,
Oh yes.
have you had any
Yes.
experience with conversations with that, like stories?
Yes. I always use myself as an example. I just recently had a total knee
Oh
replacement.
my God. Ouch.
So, so in some ways that had stopped limiting me, you know, because I had to go through the physical therapy.
Mhm.
And in going through all of that, there were some people that I was with at physical therapy that had just lost their health insurance,
Yeah.
and they didn't know exactly which way to turn.
Mhm.
There were some people that was trying to apply for their health insurance and was getting denied. So I was in the middle of seeing all of these things happening.
Mhm.
And that's why I say commitment and compassion, because you have to have compassion
Mhm.
for anything and everybody, because you never know one day where you're going to end up.
Mhm.
So I don't speak that much on the health issue because that is basically more statewide.
Mhm.
But whatever I can do locally,
Mhm.
my door will always be open.
That's wonderful.
Thank
That's
you.
wonderful because, you know, the medical and health issue has been brought up a little bit during the campaign, but that's
Yes.
another issue that I've been
Yes.
really trying to get the candidates to talk about.
Yes.
Is because a lot of people have lost health insurance.
Yes.
So when we think of commissioners and mayors and just different people running for office, we have to think about people only come out for their interests sometimes.
Yes.
They don't come out to vote because they like voting. People are coming out because they have a particular cause or reason or something's happened. I know the time I did go out and canvass earlier this year,
Yes.
someone that I was canvassing with, their father had lost their job. And so the reason why they felt it was important to come out and canvass was because they were doing it for their father.
Yes.
And they were able to see like how important it is to make sure you get the right person elected in these positions.
Exactly.
So on day one,
yes.
Are you ready?
Oh, most definitely. Yes.
Day one.
Yes.
And when you go and vote, do you have any type of traditions that you do? Do you have anything special that you do? I have a tradition when I go and vote. And I'm not running for any office, but I have a tradition that and I'll share with what I do.
Okay.
But I'll share. When I go and vote,
Yes.
the first I get up in the morning and I'll make me a really nice breakfast.
Okay.
I turn on the news for a little bit and then I pray. Because I don't know what I'm walking to when I'm walking into
exactly
to vote. I don't know if it's going to be a long line.
Right.
I don't know if it's going to be angry people there.
Yes.
I just don't know what I'm approaching.
Right.
So those are my traditions. And then I'll come home and I'll watch a movie and then watch, who's going to win for the night.
Yes.
So what do you normally do when you
well, basically, coming from the Office of Elections is where I work, basically.
Okay.
My protocol was always the day of elections.
Mm-hmm.
We would be up at 4 a.m, getting prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So basically, I would just get me a hot cup of cocoa because I love cocoa. And I would just get ready to start that day, which the day initially started for us at 5 a.m. So once we got into that office, we did not leave until everyone that worked in the precinct turned in their ballots, made sure everyone had everything checked off, made sure everything was in its place. And basically, we would work up to 16 hours, if not longer. Yes. So that was a day for us, but we had to make sure everything was done correctly.
Thank you, everyone, so far for tuning in. We'll be right back after these messages. This segment of Rain Girl TV with Kimberly Williams is proudly presented by Hill and Sip Tea Bar. More than just a tea company, Hill and Sip Tea Bar is a community-driven movement focused on healing, mentorship, and youth empowerment. Founded by Jocelyn Hardy Stewart and Dee Robin, Hill and Sip was created to provide support, opportunity, and encouragement for young people while promoting mental wellness throughout the community. When you purchase from Hill and Sip, you're doing more than just enjoying a great cup of tea. You're helping support a mission dedicated to creating positive change and brighter futures for our young people. Discover their amazing selection of teas and learn more about their inspiring work by visiting hillandsip.com. And be sure to follow Hill and Sip Tea Bar on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok for updates, events, and wellness tips. Hill and Sip Tea Bar is where every sip supports healing, hope, and community. Thanks for joining us back after those commercial breaks. We have one more question for Ms. Carter before she leaves us today. And Ms. Carter.
Yes.
Ms. Carter.
Yes.
What is a priority that's dear to your heart that you want to see happen for District 7?
The main priority for District 7 I would like to see change would be the name. Some of the names that have been given, especially for Pine Hills. I would like to see that change. Not the name itself, but to start seeing a change within the community. But my main priority will be working on trying to get some of these individuals off the street, seeing what we can do to extend, with shelters, as well as basically trying to work with the youth and making sure the senior citizens feel safe and feel heard.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming to the interview and speaking with me today before election time kick into overdrive, because I know the next 30 days is going to be, or less,
Yes.
It's going to be really stressful and it's going to be important. So if you're watching this interview today, vote for Selina Carter, District 7. And we look forward to her coming back to the interview after the election season is over.
Thank you for having me, Kimberly.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming.
Appreciate it.